So I'm taking a break in my yard now on a Sunday morning. And some people might just be getting up. I've been up for hours. I'm an early riser. I'm up before the sun, and it's dark. And I love being in nature so much. So whenever possible, and I mean whenever possible, I really try and take my breaks outside and get out. I get outside every day whenever possible. When I was in the hospital, I'd get as close to the window as I could for whatever physical state I'm in, just to feel the sun on me and just see what's going on in nature. Some friends have commented when they talk to me on the phone or when they watch videos of me when I've been in my yard, like that they're like, it sounds like a jungle. Like, don't you live near Detroit? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I live in a city. I'm in the metro area right outside Detroit. And I live in a 100-year-old house. And when I bought this house, I've been here about 8.5 years ago. I bought the house. There was absolutely no plants except for the lone tree out, on that strip of land between the street and the sidewalk. The city plants trees throughout the neighborhood. It was the only thing, and there was a couple of pots with hosta, or hosta, as some people pronounce it. And that was it. But I meditate out here. I do what I call my everyday yoga. Like if I'm picking weeds or doing things, I'm I'm in squats and twists and forward folds and wide leg folds, and I call that my everyday yoga. But I incorporate so many things I enjoy: being in nature, gardening. I've lived in apartments and all over, and I've always had like a window or a balcony or something, some place to like connect with nature and grow something. And I love growing and caring for things and people and plants and nature. And so I thought I'd ask you to join me this morning and go on a little adventure, and we'll see what we see. So I try not to get too nitpicky about what people would call weeds, but the ones that grow up on the furniture, I get rid of those. But the other ones, they are homes for so many little creepy crawlies and critters. And as my friends say, they hear all the yard teeming with life, and it is. We have so many bees and birds and butterflies and the neighbor cats, and they all come to the yard. So the hostas that were in those pots, I split them out and I planted them throughout my yard here. And you can see over the years they're so beautiful. They've spread out, they flower. There's some other things that have grown up in here that seem to go nicely. There's some weeds kind of growing up by the garage. We'll get rid of those, but this is what came up in this urn that's just sitting out here outside the garage. My son identified it with the plant app. I forget what it is, but it wanted to be there. So there it be. And I do have this, pergola that comes up over, and I have so the blue jackets I got from my cousin's yard the first summer of COVID. I went over and dug up some things because her new puppy was trampling all the plants, so she said save some things, and I'm glad I did, because look at this. This thing is always teeming with bees and butterflies, and they just love this. And I've got another one on the other side of the yard, so we'll go over here. And this is just these are yellow daylilies. Those came up naturally a few years ago, and then 3 summers ago we had this horrible flood throughout the neighborhood. FEMA came, all that, and this keeps coming back. The blue jackets keep coming back. The morning glory keeps coming back on all the fences, and we encourage that one, and other ones that are invasive we try and get rid of those. But sweet Elysium, this is what the birds pooped out this year. Pot marigolds, We got a big, huge patch of those. Those just came up naturally. There's some more of the yellow daylilies. Those just come up naturally here. This, oh, I'm trying to remember. It was really a part of the aster family, and those are going to get really tall. And then we've got this, and you can see the little tiny bees are in there. This is like a, I don't know, just a tall grass that comes up. Look at all these beautiful flowering plants that just naturally came up, and we just weed out the invasive ones, and I leave little paths so I can get through and water and do if I need to. But they just want to be here. There's the bird bath, and we let the rainwater fill. We've got more of the blue jackets. And the morning glory will come. And I had to weed out some invasive things, and I felt bad. Some tendrils fell, you know, to the ground you don't want things to wrap up into the tree and harm the tree, and I try and direct the ones I can. You see, I just kind of put them back up on the fence, and they want to go, you know. So the strands that fell to the ground, you know, I feel bad. And then a bird swooped in almost immediately, a tiny little bird, and picked up this long strand with a flower on it, and it went whoosh up, 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 up to the top of this tall, tall tree, to its nest. And so even that little tendril that dropped to the ground had a purpose in my yard. I'm in my robe, my PJs. All my yoga stuff and my robe's over it now. But anyhow, you can see I have all these different things going on here. The yucca started as a little bud from about a 6-year-old plant now, and it was small, and it's gotten bigger and bigger. There's my greenhouse. It's getting really sunny out. There's my greenhouse. Beautiful, beautiful day out here in the city. My natural little part of the city. My Zen den over there, my potting station. Here's a door we just trash picked from a nearby neighbor. Perfectly good door, but we need the wood for a table that we're building, so we have measured out how we're going to use that and repurpose that. And there was a great doorknob on it. We needed a doorknob. Saved myself 20 bucks. So thanks for taking a walk with me. Maybe we'll have a bonfire next.